What if your daily healthy snack, the one you reach for without thinking, might be quietly destroying your heart, your brain, and your bones? It sounds extreme, but it's not rare. Older adults often experience brain fog, leg heaviness, and constant fatigue with no diagnosis, just a slow unraveling. And the culprit is often hiding in plain sight, their daily handful of so-called healthy nuts. Because after 60, the body changes. Nutrients don't hit the same. Digestion slows, hormones shift, inflammation creeps up. And some of the most popular health nuts are absolute landmines for older adults, fueling inflammation, screwing up medications, even draining energy and mental clarity. Most people believe all nuts are good, but good for whom? A 25-year-old gym rat? Or a 68-year-old with high blood pressure and a gallbladder on the edge? That distinction matters more than most realize. Let's clean house. This guide reveals 4 nuts that build brain, circulation, and bones after 60. 4 nuts to avoid no matter how natural or clean they look. And 1 nut, the silent killer of the snack world, linked to liver damage, blood sugar spikes, and kidney stress. These choices may seem small, but over time, they compound. They shape how you think, move, age, and whether your body feels like an ally or an anchor. The hero, Brazil. Nuts. The Brazil nut is often overlooked but delivers big. One contains over 130% of the daily selenium requirement, fueling thyroid function, protecting the brain, and repairing aging cells. And unlike supplements, the selenium in Brazil nuts is hyper-bioavailable, absorbed and used effectively. For older adults showing signs of sluggish thyroid, low energy, slow metabolism, mild depression, just 1 Brazil nut a day can provide a noticeable lift in energy and metabolic balance. Within weeks, improvements in energy, sleep, and lab markers have been observed. One warning: never exceed 2 per day. More is toxic. Store in the fridge and buy in shell to avoid rancid oils. Brazil nuts may also support gut health, reduce cravings, and help preserve telomeres, the protective caps at the end of DNA strands that shrink with age. Shorter telomeres are linked to aging and disease. 1 small nut is like a molecular defense team. Selenium also supports the immune system, enhances glutathione activity, your body's master antioxidant, and has shown anti-cancer properties in epidemiological studies, especially for prostate and colorectal cancers. Walnuts. The brain nut. Walnuts resemble little brains for a reason. Rich in ALA, an omega-3 that supports neuron repair and clarity, they counter the slow age-related brain shrinkage that starts after 50. In one study, seniors who ate walnuts improved information processing speed by 22%. Walnuts also contain polyphenols, antioxidants that cross the blood-brain barrier to reduce Alzheimer's-linked inflammation, and melatonin to aid sleep naturally. Walnuts are also high in arginine, an amino acid that helps relax blood vessels, improving circulation and easing pressure on the heart. For seniors, that means less strain, better oxygen delivery, and more vitality throughout the day. A daily handful supports memory, better sleep, cognitive clarity, and cardiovascular resilience. Keep them cold to preserve their oils, and don't fear the bitterness. It's a sign of potent antioxidants. In populations with the highest walnut consumption, studies have shown lower incidence of dementia and cardiovascular death. While correlation isn't causation, it's a signal worth paying attention to. Almonds and pistachios. Bones, blood, balance. For bone strength and circulation, almonds and pistachios are essential. Almonds provide calcium, magnesium, and flavonoids, nutrients that guide calcium into bones instead of arteries, while easing blood pressure and reducing stroke risk. Magnesium also supports muscle function and recovery. The flavonoids in almond skins protect brain cells and work synergistically with vitamin E, also abundant in almonds, to double antioxidant impact. This slows neurodegeneration and supports sharper thinking in later life. Almonds also contain phytosterols, which reduce LDL cholesterol absorption in the gut. Regular intake has been shown to improve lipid panels in seniors within 6 weeks. Pistachios? Low in sodium, high in potassium. They flush excess salt, protect kidneys, and balance blood pressure. They also offer lutein and zeaxanthin for macular protection, shielding eyes from age-related degeneration. Their prebiotic fiber nourishes gut bacteria, supporting digestion and immune health. And thanks to their shells, they encourage slower, more mindful eating. That pause helps prevent oversnacking and promotes awareness, important tools for appetite control. Raw or dry roasted is key. Avoid salted versions, which can negate the heart benefits. Macadamias, the sneak attack. Macadamias are seductive, buttery, expensive, marketed as elite. Yet just 1 ounce delivers 200 calories and 22 grams of mostly saturated fat, enough to elevate cholesterol and stress an aging gallbladder. Many seniors have undiagnosed gallstones, and macadamias can trigger painful flare-ups. They're also hard on dental work, especially crowns, implants, and weak enamel, and oxidize quickly into rancid oils that strain the cardiovascular system. The biggest trap? Portion size. They're soft and indulgent, making it easy to double or triple servings without realizing it. That adds up to weight gain, higher LDL cholesterol, and fatigue. Macadamias are often roasted in seed oils or heavily salted, compounding the risk. They're marketed as premium, but operate like a Trojan horse when it comes to aging well. Best treated as a rare indulgence, not a daily staple. Pine nuts and peanuts, death by stealth. Pine nuts can cause pine mouth, a metallic aftertaste that kills appetite for days, dangerous for those already struggling to maintain weight. Worse, they disrupt liver enzyme function, interfering with statins, blood pressure meds, and antidepressants. They also spoil quickly, with rancid fats worsening joint inflammation and cardiovascular stress. Removing them from trail mix has led to improvements in arthritis symptoms in some cases. Peanuts? Not even true nuts. They're legumes grown in moist soil, a perfect breeding ground for aflatoxins, mold toxins linked to liver damage and cancer. They're also overloaded with omega-6s, promoting systemic inflammation. Peanuts interact with blood thinners due to their vitamin K content, increasing risk of clotting or bleeding. And peanut butter, even the natural kind, is a calorie bomb with almost zero portion control. Peanuts also contain lectins and enzyme inhibitors that impair digestion and contribute to bloating, fatigue, and nutrient malabsorption in sensitive individuals. Cashews, the pretty killer. Cashews look soft and innocent, but they're high in carbs, low in fiber, a blood sugar nightmare. For anyone managing insulin sensitivity or type 2 diabetes, they're a direct hit. They also contain oxalates, which bind calcium and reduce absorption. Bad for bones, worse for kidneys. And they must be heavily processed to remove urushiol, a toxin also found in poison ivy. Cashews are often roasted in oil, salted, and filled with enzyme inhibitors that disrupt protein digestion. Easy to overeat, hard to justify, not suitable for daily consumption in older adults. Cashews may feel harmless, but they erode metabolic health from the inside out, triggering cravings, sugar crashes, and silent inflammation. The verdict. Best nuts after 60. Brazil nuts, 1 daily for thyroid and cellular repair. Walnuts, for brain health, memory, sleep, and circulation. Almonds, for bone strength, blood pressure, cholesterol, and antioxidant defense. Pistachios, for vision, kidney support, blood sugar balance, and digestion. Nuts to limit or avoid. Macadamias, high in saturated fat, tough on teeth and gallbladder. Pine nuts. Spoil quickly, interfere with meds, trigger pine mouth. Peanuts. Promote inflammation, disrupt meds, raise liver and clotting risks. Cashews. Spike blood sugar, impair calcium use, processed with toxic compounds. After 60, every bite matters. Every food either heals or harms. There's no neutral. Choosing the right nut could mean fewer meds, sharper thinking, and steadier energy. Choosing the wrong one may chip away at health in silence. So here's the question. Which nut stays and which one goes? Drop the answer in the comments. The right shift could change a life. If this breakdown cut through the noise, share it. Subscribe to Health Facts for no nonsense, age-smart strategies. Stay sharp, stay strong, choose wisely.